Are you still feel yourself a DC fan?
Yes, I love it.
I reckon you should show. As you can see.
Is this the real reference?
More combat, yeah, but well,
Storyboard about it.
I'll just display them right on that desk. Thanks to everyone in Russia and all my Russian fans.
I'm never gonna wash my screen anymore, you know?
Мы поговорили с Заком Снайдером, режиссером таких фильмов как «300 спартанцев», «Хранители», «Человек из стали», «Бэтмен против Супермена», «Лига Справедливости» и других. Фанатскую встречу организовал Гаригин Арзуманян, админ сообщества WatchMem. Спасибо ему огромное и вступайте в его крутую группу. Ссылки на контакты всех участников подкаста и их паблики вы найдете под этим роликом. В подкасте есть эксклюзивная информация, смешные моменты, а также искренняя радость. Приятного просмотра! Hello, Филин!
С нами поздоровались,
Hi,
ребят.
everyone. Zach should be on shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Окей.
Thank you.
Все, 20
Я
минут.
просто...
Heard there was a secret chord that David plays, and it pleased the Lord.
20:00.
Что там, отражается что-нибудь?
Russia here! Russia!
Greetings, Mr. Stark.
Greetings! Hello, Mr. Snyder.
Wow. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good evening.
Good,
We're
very
great,
fine.
great,
Good.
thank you.
Look at my hands. Oh,
Awesome.
I'm almost crying.
oh.
I gotta turn my light on.
Oh my God.
All right. Whew. Okay, good morning, Mr. Snyder.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you
morning.
for your coming. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
very
my
much.
pleasure. My pleasure. I'm excited. Sorry
you.
it took so long
Excited
to
too.
organize.
Me too.
Yes.
Let us start. Well, my name is Gary Ginn. You can call me Harry. I'm first of all an artist, and most of my works are inspired by you.
Oh,
You know, and like, look at that. Look at that.
Jesus, that's amazing. Oh, geez, that's amazing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Snyder.
That's
Reporter say that it's cool.
Yeah, Ray Porter knows.
Yeah. And also, I'm an administrator of the most active Zak Snyder Russian fan community, WatchMeme. I'm very lucky and I'm very glad that I could contact you at last.
Of course, and I'm like I said, I'm sorry it took so long to put together, but I'm glad to be here now.
That's great. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you for fitting us in your tight schedule.
I'm just trying to get. I have another movie that I'm trying to put together right now, so we're doing a big call later on today. So knock the wood.
It's a great honor for all of us, and for me, for all of us. Of course, I hope you will enjoy.
I've already had a great time, so we can't lose.
The first question is mine. Well, there's one big question that gives start to this podcast.
Yep.
The most anticipated, the most relevant, the most obvious, and the most important one. This question keeps from sleep all Zak Snyder fans all over the world, and us, of course. Well, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
How are you, Mr. Snyder? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm actually doing really great. Everything I've been writing a lot over the pandemic. I wrote a couple movies. Unfortunately, one of the movies I wrote is for Warner Brothers, so I don't think I'll be seeing that anytime soon. And the other movie I wrote, this thing that I'm about to have this call with at Netflix. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway.
Cool.
So yeah, just been trying to get some ideas out there, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. That's important information for us. So let me to continue. My name is Yerbol Nurgaliyev. I'm from Almaty, Kazakhstan. I will administrate this podcast. And the next question is mine.
Yes.
This is a fanboy question. So are you familiar with Warhammer 40,000 lore? If you don't, I think, are you familiar?
Yes, of course.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Very cool. So if you're familiar with this lore, what story and or even would you like to adapt for a big screen?
You know, I think with Warhammer, it's an interesting, even beyond story, I think it's an interesting universe. But I do also think that for me anyway, that world comes close to this other thing that I was working on my own. So now, you know, I don't want any confusion. So I have, though I'm a fan of Warhammer, for me, this other project that I'm working on myself that I created sort of has a, you know, the scale is similar, you know? And so maybe we see this Zak Snyder thing at some point. So that's all. So I'm a fan of Warhammer and I love to talk about it. Hopefully I give you something of my own that's, you know, even bigger.
Wow, that's very cool, Mr. Snyder. Thank you for your answer. I'm very happy to hear this answer from you. So let's continue our podcast.
I continue.
Yes.
Hi, I am Ilya Krolik. I have a YouTube channel about movies and your movies too.
Okay,
and
cool.
I have a shots that I want to show you.
Oh, cool.
This is the shot from Justice League when Aquaman go to the ocean. And this is the shot from The Mirror by Andrei Tarkovsky.
Uh-huh.
And I have a few questions. Is this the real reference or not?
I mean, yes. Tarkovsky is always like, I mean, if you, you know, you go to film school and you see Tarkovsky movie, you know, if you don't see it, then you're out of bad film school, you know. And though I would say I probably, when I shot that shot, I might not have been thinking directly of it, but I have seen the film. So for sure, it's in my mind. So very much probably homage or reference, or somehow I make, you know, a similar, you know.
And maybe you know more some Russians or Soviet movies or directors, and maybe you like something?
Well, let's be frank. The Russians, especially in early cinema, the Russians basically created a lot of the language that we still use in cinema today. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to this filmic pioneers that have come before us. So I think every filmmaker, no matter who they are, you know, should have a debt of gratitude to, you know, to Russian cinema, you know.
Okay, and the next is Comemix.
Hey there, Zach. My nickname on YouTube is Comemix. I'm also doing some stuff on YouTube, and I am from Uzbekistan, Tashkent. And the question is, are you still feel yourself a DC fan? And what DC movies are you most excited for, and why?
Yeah, I'm a huge DC fan. You know, I love those characters. I still do. Love them more than anything. It's odd, you know, because I was just looking, you know, the DVD for Justice League, you know, is coming out in America, and it's like, you know, in the top 10 now, it's number 1, number 2, I think, and number 5. All the different,
I saw that.
You know. And my friend sent me the French list and 1, 2, and 3 on Amazon, and in England, of course, we know 5 weeks at number 1. And they just also announced the Variety Best Movies of the Year so far, and Justice League is among them. And I just feel like, you know, it's interesting that that still there's no, you know, and of course the last thing they want to talk about is any more Snyderverse stuff. So it is what it is, but that doesn't stop my deep love for the characters. And I'm excited mostly for, for the Batman movie, for Matt's Batman movie.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that.
Great,
Yeah.
great answer. Thanks, Zak Snyder.
Thank you, Mr.
Appreciate it.
Snyder, for your answer. And the next speaker is Ray Bastard. Ray, start it.
Hello, Mr. Snyder. Hello, I'm very
how are
glad to
you, sir?
speak with you. It's an honor for me, and it's a great pleasure. So I have a simple question for you. We all saw one city in Justice League. It's called Pozharnov, and it's not far from Moscow. And every city in Russia is like Pozharnov. But it's very cool. So my question is about our country. Have you ever been in Russia, and do you want to visit our country, or is there any chance to shoot something, maybe one part of a movie and something else?
I have not been to Russia. We've been tried a couple of times good catch. We tried a couple of times to go to Russia for premiere. I think we were trying to do for BVS. We were trying to do a Moscow premiere, but they couldn't figure it out. But I was trying. I thought it would be great. So my hope is, yes, definitely in the future to do a premiere or shoot something. Or I had this Napoleon script at Warner Brothers, and we talked a lot about shooting it in Russia, part of it in Russia. So yes, Russia, please.
Thank you. We will be waiting for you.
Okay, I promise.
We have a lot of fun.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Mr. Snyder. And the next speaker is Mikhail Groshev. Mikhail?
Hi, Zach. My name is Michael. I'm a student right now. Yes, I do some drawings in free time, but my main purpose is to become a movie director in the future, and I want to thank you for that because I have inspired from your movies to make this decision. My question is about movie directing. You know that a lot of young movie directors have got problems with making their first movie. Somebody's just in a hurry, somebody's afraid of some risks, and they making some weak stuff. So I want to ask you, what in your humble opinion, every movie director, no matter how he or she is experienced, what he should know and should do to make his first movie great?
So really depends on, for example, whatever the story is, or however you come to the story that it's going to be the movie that you decide to make. And, for me, it was Dawn of the Dead. And for me, it came to me from like a way I never thought it would happen. But I do believe in my heart of hearts that you can write. If you're a writer, of course, the easiest way is you just write your story and then you go shoot it. And that's the most visceral way. Like, the movie I made after Dawn was 300, and 300 was a script I had written with Kurt, my buddy, 2 years before I did Dawn of the Dead, and Dawn of the Dead let me make 300. But 300 was a passion project I always wanted to make. And so it's one of those things, that you think, oh, how am I ever going to make this thing I love into a movie? Well, the reality is that if you're that passionate about the story and about the idea, the truth is that passion should be the thing that drives you not only to get it made, but also for others to see your passion and then support you and allow, because you can't make a movie by yourself, right? So you need help. So, but that passion should infect the rest of the people and help you find the resources to make the movie. Now, I also believe we live in a world where, I made this little movie on my phone at one point, this thing called Snow Steam Iron, which was this little iPhone movie I just shot on my phone on 2 days on the weekend. All I'm saying is that, like, don't allow the resources necessarily to stop you. If you have this passion, you can just go and just do it as best you can. So that's all I got.
So thank you, Mr. Snyder. I'm currently working on a script right now for my first movie. And I'm happy to announce it right here, right now. So maybe in a few months, I can present it to you. Also, I have a title. It calls «Без лишних слов», without wrong words. Yes. So let's continue.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Thank you a lot.
Cool.
And the next speaker is your diehard fan, Artem Astachov.
Hello, Zach. My name is Artem, and today I represent Peter Geeks Podcast. It is an international group of people that was gathered by Nick Crocker, who is now a dear friend of mine, who gave me a refuge way back when, where I could passionately talk about your movies with like-minded people.
Oh, cool.
Just one of those examples how your art brings people together from all around the world, and I think it's amazing.
That's cool, man.
I am a huge Superman fan.
Oh, nice.
But my question is not related to him. We've seen you adapting a book, Legend of the Guardians, and you also adapted comic books and visual novels. But have you ever thought about adapting a video game or an anime into live action?
Yes. We had a while ago, some time ago, I had conversations about doing a Halo movie. Then I also, a long time ago, there was a small conversation about me doing Akira as a movie. So the answer is yes to those things. I don't know what's happening with those projects. I haven't talked to those people in a long time, but I think the point is that, yeah, I have an interest in that IP. I feel like Akira is one of my favorite movies of all time, and would be an amazing film, really difficult to make. But, you know, you have to do it exactly like the anime. And Halo is just cool. Spartans.
Thank you. Personally, I think you would make a great Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, Mortal Kombat, yeah. Well, they kind of made that one, but yeah.
Thank you for your answer.
Yeah, of course.
Well, the next speaker is, we'll call him Ares. Ares, start it.
Hello, dear Zach. I'm sorry for sitting with such a stupid expression on my face because I'm really happy.
It's fine.
My name is Ares, and I'm head of Russian community DC Public. That's my mustaches.
That's good.
So, thank you very much. So, as a big fan of you and your work, I see that your films are full of humanity, serious topics, and drama. But many people see you exclusively in fantastic film or fantasy films and superheroes movies. But not long ago, you wanted to make a movie, The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. And I'm really wanted to see your film, not superhero or fantastic film, a mundane, dramatic film from you. Is it possible?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have been working on, we've been trying to get Last Photograph together, which is Horse Latitudes. Mm-hmm. We've been trying to get that together for a lot of years. And we were going to shoot it this summer, but then COVID stopped us from going because most of it takes place in South America, and the COVID numbers right now in like Bolivia and in South America is a little bit sketchy. So we were holding off. But yeah, 100% would love to make, like that film is just really a straightforward, like, you know, drama. There's barely any visual effects in it. And it's very just gritty. We always say, it's like a meditation on death and redemption. You know, that's kind of what it's about. So. It's really
it's cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Thank you from gut to real gut. Thank you.
And the next speaker is Garigin.
Mr. Snyder, let's have some fun if you don't mind. Please tell us, do you like memes?
Memes, yeah, you know me. I see a fair amount of memes.
Okay, that's a very iconic moment for the Russian fans. Really, I really don't realize that I'm doing it. I would like to tell you about one of the most successful forced memes we have ever made. Roman, I reckon you should show it.
Yeah, Mr. Snyder, let's show you my bathroom curtain. It's Bruce Wayne in a shower. Bruce Wayne in a shower.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, I'll give you some time to realize how dirty we are, disregarding the fact that it's something to do with the shower. At first glance, it's just Bruce Wayne in a shower, but taking a deeper look, it's just a Bruce Wayne in a shower. Okay, let's skip the part where we show you all Photoshops with it, fun merch, t-shirts we knew nothing of, statues, icons, fan cosplay. And so when I talking about fan cosplay, I really mean it. Subscribers, please don't send it to me, please. That's scary. Okay.
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah. The best clothes will be enough, I think.
I want to see everybody do the Bruce Wayne in the shower for you. No?
Yeah.
You're like, guys, I'm fine. It's gonna be fine.
You want to know why is it so successful? This fact is beyond our understanding. Sorry. I don't
By
know.
the way, it often is. It rarely is the meme like, I did the Batman and Catwoman drawing the other day. And it was like my most successful tweet of any tweet I've ever tweeted. I had no idea that I was lighting a fire under the world. Even though it got taken down, it's still like it's still the most.
We all liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
We all think that is canon.
I found another one actually.
Oh.
I was just looking around.
Exclusive content.
You're just kind of looking around on the internet, and you're just or in your collection of comic books. Sorry, my bookshelf is here, so when I look up, I just have a bunch of books up there, comic books and things. You stumble across stuff, you see stuff. And I don't know if you can see this clearly, but this is also.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's very cool.
I don't know who made that. That's pretty cool too. That's a lie. I do know, but.
Now, the very important part of this podcast, Mr. Snyder, you will see one dream coming true more. You have a fan. Yes, this is him. He has your face tattoo on his arm. Please show it.
First of all, hello, Mr. Zak Snyder. I'm your biggest fan.
It says right
As you
there,
see-
biggest fan, so it cannot be true.
My name is Igor. I'm from Russia, and as your biggest fan, I learned from you one thing. Before you do something special, you make storyboard about it, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
of course. You
yeah.
gotta draw it first.
Yes. So this is a storyboard of my question. It's you. It's me. It's me showing you my arm, and you're like, "Wow, it's so good." And then,
Is the line. Oh, that's my dialogue. Wow, it's so good.
Yeah. Right. Try to remember it. Right. So this is me asking you a question. It's you answering my question, and we say goodbye to each other.
It's pretty good.
So, yeah.
I feel like it's pretty shootable.
Yeah. We can do it.
And you like the Minnesota Vikings?
No. It's just because I look like Viking. So
One more time, guys.
No, it's true.
I want to say one thing.
It's me, right?
The single picketing Igor participated in the single picketing of release the Snyder Cut movement. Alone, it was -6 degrees Fahrenheit.
These people were like, "What's wrong? Why is he upset?"
Yeah, nobody understands, right?
And cute part, this is he celebrated your birthday at 1st March.
55th birthday.
It looks a little gory, but it's cool. It looks a little like, but I like.
This is fun. And this is tattoo. Igor, can you show it?
Yeah, of course.
By the way,
in real time.
Not really real, because I've seen that on the internet, and I always thought it was such a good job that I always thought it was not real.
It's my good friend did it for me.
Okay. It's a really good fucking job. I gotta be honest. Like
When I said my friend, I want this man to be tattooed on my arm, he like, of course, yes, I want it. I'll do it. And
I know. I have a lot of friends who are tattoo artists, and I know exactly the reaction if you say, I want to put this man on my arm. The most would be like, yes, I love it.
And he made me discount for this tattoo, just because of you.
The guy would say, but do you know this guy? And you're like, well, not really. He'd be like, even better. Yeah.
Right. So I need to ask my question, okay? Because I came here for this.
Because you earned it. Basically.
Yes. Thank you very much. So my question is, my favorite movie is Batman v Superman. And this is a huge movie. It's so many Easter eggs and references and double meanings. Fans still this day find something new in this movie, right?
Yes.
And I'm watching BVS right now. As you can see, it's a Batman fight, right? Warehouse. Is there some Easter egg that fans did not find yet?
That nobody's found.
Yes. And second, what is your favorite Easter egg or reference from this movie?
My favorite Easter egg in the movie was, it's not really an Easter egg per se, but it was the shot we did of Christ being lowered from the cross, where we used his cape to lower him down. It was a very specific frame I had. That kind of moment I just know that 90% of the people who watched the movie had no idea. They just, like Superman's dead, and like, and the crosses, the 3 crosses, and the whole, that kind of really particular kind of iconography that surrounds that moment that most people don't care about or have seen. But for me, it was really it all came together really nicely, I thought. And it was like, exactly. So that was my favorite. That's my favorite sort of one that we did. Now let me think if there's one that no one's gotten. I know there is. It's just hard because I see so many all the time. Where people are like, oh yeah, and I'll be like, motherfucker, good job. Let me think about it, and then I'll.
Okay, and the quick question, they're gonna kill me, but the quick question: is the 3rd cross is for Лекс Лютор?
The 3rd cross is like, we know basically the Trinity. It's, to me, it represents the Trinity, the 3 crosses, right? Because kind of in a way, everybody, the Trinity, it was my plan to kill them all, regardless if they stay dead. But that was the idea in that moment, is that the 3, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, none of them are safe.
Okay.
But of course, as you know, in my plan, and I don't know if it's detailed in the outline, it was in Dallas, but we were going to do a thing where, because Lex becomes Darkseid's sort of agent on Earth, But then Lex also has sort of a change of heart at the end, you know? I don't know if I've talked about that. We had this whole bit like we were working on where like when he goes to see Darkseid on like the giant mothership when it's invading Earth, he brings a briefcase nuke into the ship and tries to blows himself up to try and kill Darkseid. But, you know.
Awesome.
Great. Very Lex Luthor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
In style of Lex Luthor.
Because, you know, he says, I'm a humanitarian, right? In the end, you know, he's like, I don't want all the humans murdered. I want to like, you know, so when he realizes that Darkseid is like, no, there's going to be nobody left on Earth when I'm done. He gets, you know, Lex kind of changes his mind, you know.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to disconnect and I want to wish happiness and wealth for you and your family. I really love your work. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.
I would like to tell you a funny story, Mr. Snyder. Funny story about releasing the Snyder Cut in Russia. Whoa.
Wow, what is that?
Don't shoot, no.
This is Rorschach's grappling gun from Watchmen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's cool. Cool.
Wow. Does it work?
So it does this, you know, when you pull the trigger, it goes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool.
Great.
It's one of my favorite props because it's exactly as the comic book, you know.
Yes. We all know that your passion for comic books, and we all love your passion. We all love to see how you're adapting any story when you're creating your own story. And so let's continue, Harry.
Right. I would like to tell a funny story, Mr. Snyder, about releasing the Snyder Cut in Russia.
Yes.
We urged folks to ask one of the biggest Russian streaming services, Kinopoisk, it's Russian fusion of IMDb and HBO Max, to show it. For about an entire day, we've been destroying their mailbox and tech supports chat. And they had us. They showed Zak Snyder's Justice League right on the first day of its release. That's cool. As a token of gratitude, we arranged a flash mob hashtag, thanks Kinopoisk for Justice League. Fans took photos with a piece of paper with a hashtag on it and Kinopoisk website page with purchased film on the background. Kinopoisk responded with a similar photo. It was a truly an exciting event. Lots of people. So cool. Yeah, lots of people strange to each other. You need to do something cool.
I love it.
In conclusion, some statistics. Kinopoisk appeared to have second most viewed Zak Snyder's Justice League in the world after HBO Max without China statistics. That's cool.
Yeah, that is so cool. So what do you know? How do you get those Russian numbers? Where are they from?
They officially published it in social media.
Oh, okay. You should send it to me because I'm trying to get we've been trying to sort of compile all the numbers because HBO Max, of course, won't do it. So we've been trying to get it all.
We will do it as fast as we can.
Because it's my feeling that, you know, the movie, like I said, like, you know, variety, it's just it's a phenomenon on top of a phenomenon right now. So it's just cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. We are we were, you can't imagine how happy we was when it was released on the same day as on HBO Max. That was dream come true because we've been waiting for this movie for a very long time.
Yeah, for all of us, yeah.
Let me show you something, Mr. Snyder.
Yes, please.
Look at that. Superman Red Sun.
Oh, yeah.
In Russia.
Yeah, let's do it.
In Russian. And awesome work by my friend Max Rachmanov. Look at that.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That really is amazing.
That's very heavy, you know, and my favorite. Look at that.
Oh my Lord.
Who is this guy?
Geez, that is good. Who made that one?
This is incredible work by my friend Max Jean and all these things are included in the second package we're going to send you, you know?
Okay.
Here we go.
I'll have them. I'll just display them right on that desk when they arrive, and I will take a photo and I will send it to you.
That's cool.
Very cool.
I also made another matryoshka. I'm not telling you what character I picked.
Okay. Perfect.
This is a little secret.
Don't ruin the surprise.
We want to go to the final part of this podcast. Mr. Snyder, we would like to ask you to say a few words to your Russian fans. You know, it will be extremely pleasant to hear from their favorite film director, since your attention for a long time was beyond our reach for all of us. Please, Mr. Snyder.
I just want to say, of course, thank you guys so much for this crazy passion, and continued passion, and support for me as an artist and as a filmmaker. Because I really feel it, and I really, it inspires me to do my best work when I know that there's such a incredible and loyal and passionate fan base that enjoys the sort of taking these movies and these ideas and taking them into their lives and making them part of like their discussions and everything, like, making them live, through the viewers. And I've sensed that from you guys at an amazing level, so high, so strong, that's unbelievable. So really, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you guys for continuing it. And I'm going to try and continue making some crazy movies for you guys that we can all discuss and figure out. And I think that's really fun it's fun to talk about with you guys and sort of live it again. So absolutely thank you. And thanks to everyone in Russia and all my Russian fans for the amazing support.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Snyder.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was such
Thank you very much.
pleasure.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, that's all.
That's all, folks.
I'm never gonna wash my screen anymore. Thank you
There is
so
a
much.
kiss.
So much. Thank you. It was a great pleasure and great honor for all of us.
All right, we'll do it again on the next
Thank you,
one.
Mr. Snyder.
Yeah.
Wow. Pray for that. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye.
Snyder.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
Я от себя всех вас поздравляю, я за всех вас счастлив, за себя счастлив, вы молодцы. Игорь вообще огонь просто.
Да, Игорь вообще шикардос.
Огромный молодец.
Я вообще не ожидал, что он фанат Вархаммера и что он пахало собирается фильм снять. Это просто вообще...
Да, эксклюзив, то, что он, да.
Тема, что он
Кира,
хотел
вы слышали
сделать
про
Лекс
Киру?
Да,
Лютор.
Кира или Хейла,
это
да.
вообще капец, ребята.
Ребят,
блин, это
Про
прям
саму...
нечто.
Тема, что он хотел сделать Лекс Лютора адептом в Дарксайде, а потом, чтобы Лекс Лютор исправился и понял свою ошибку.
Это да, это новое.
это я не
просто
слышал ни
новое.
разу.
Это новое абсолютно.
Это новое,
Да,
абсолютно
да,
новое,
да.
это пиздец просто.
Не, ну самое главное, ребята, это наконец-то произошло. Мы со своим любимым режиссером поговорили по-человечески, хоть и в 30 минут. Это прям...
Блин.
Это реально
Не хоть 30 минут, а целых 40 минут.
40, пацаны.
41
Вы не
минуту.
знаете, но у меня справа был чат с агентом, и он выглядит как: пожалуйста, еще чуть-чуть, пожалуйста, можете. Да, только недолго, да, пожалуйста. Так что, ребят,
Да, все круто, все
я
шикарно.
надеюсь,
Подождите,
Да.
так он же сказал, что в следующий раз еще поговорим, так что у нас будет
да,
еще
да.
возможность.
Да, это
Конечно.
будет шикарно.
Это вообще...
это
такой
охеренно.
Давайте
это вообще.
напиши ему, Зак, давай завтра еще поговорим.
Целый литр выпил этого Грэнни Пич.
У меня чуть осталось.
Да немного, кстати.